Hey friends, I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I wanted to bring y'all some additional appraisal information. So I have 3 different appraisal tidbits. They all have to do with FHA and just good information to know, information that maybe a lot of you already know, but just a good reminder. So the first one has to do with railings. And with railings in FHA, a lot of this is up to the appraiser's interpretation. So when appraisers are looking at patios, decks, balconies, what else did they mention? Patios, decks, balconies, porches, and the drop is something that someone could fall and be injured, then an appraiser can require for there to be railings. So just FYI, if you see that pop up on an appraisal, and just know that the appraiser has determined that it's something that someone could fall and be injured. But once they require it, we can't sign off, that they won't sign off on the appraisal till it's done. The second thing that I wanted to share has to do with GFCI outlets. Hope I'm saying that right. FHA does not require those outlets, but most appraisers go along with whatever the local rules are, the local building codes are. So if there is an outlet that's within 6 feet of running water, then it has to have that GFCI capability. So just know that's what they're looking for, and that they, because most of them do follow those rules, that they'll look at that and they'll want it again if there's an outlet within 6 feet of running water. All right, so now what I was going to cover, the third one, is on heat sources. So FHA requires there to be a permanently installed heat source, and I actually get this question more often than you would think when there's not a heater. When there's not something to heat the house, not a permanent something, maybe it's more temporary, and people call me to see if this is a requirement. It is an FHA requirement. So it can't be a temporary heat source or just what are those little heat boxes that heat up a temporary area or a small area. Those don't work. It does have to be a permanent one that will heat up the entire house. So I've also seen where someone installs something that's permanent-ish, but it only heats up like a third of the whole house. Well, that doesn't work. It does have to heat up the entire house, and it has to heat up to 50 degrees. And again, it's got to be permanent. So one thing to know is that if there's a house that the customer wants and it doesn't have that at all, and the seller's not willing to help, maybe the buyer's getting a great deal on it, then they do have the option to do a rehab type loan. So just know that there are rehab loans with conventional, with FHA. So if there is something, whether it be the railings or whether it be AC or a heater or whatever the case may be, or maybe they just want a better kitchen but they don't have the cash to pay for it, they can roll all of this as a part of their loan and do just a rehab mortgage. So just always keep that in mind as an option, especially when you see cash houses. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when you see cash on it, it's probably because it doesn't meet requirements to get regular financing, do a regular appraisal, whether it be conventional, VA, or FHA. And when you see that, just know you can do a rehab loan on a cash house. So I know a lot of listings agents may not include that as an option, but it is totally an option, because they literally, we've heard them talk about taking a house down to the studs to be able to do a rehab loan. When you see somebody put cash only or not FHA, really the only reasons is, number one, they don't think that the house, the way the house is, would not go any type of appraisal way. Or number two, they know maybe it's a less than 90-day flip, so they'll put can't go FHA. That's a valid reason because of how short the flip is. Number three, maybe there was already an appraisal done FHA, so it'll say can't go FHA, because they know that the first FHA appraisal came in way short, and now they know that FHA appraisal stays with the house for a certain amount of time, so they'll put on the MLS sheet no FHA. So there's different reasons, but 9 times out of 10 it's because of the condition of the property. And just know you can always suggest that 203K or the home style loan. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys are having a great day again, and just holler at me if you need me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.